Hey guys, red and black greetings. This is Flamengo. Welcome to the Paparazzo Rubro Negro channel. If you just arrived, please follow, like, and share on all platforms. If you're on YouTube, subscribe below. Turn on notifications by clicking the bell and leave a cool like on the video. We're here with another video full of information about Mengao. Right, son? Right, Otto? Daddy's here rocking your stroller. You're here close to me while I record. And the little dogs are here with us too, right? Everyone's here, right? Zuka Noke, and that's us, man. We're here making our video, bringing you a lot of information about Mengao. There's a deal closed and exclusive information for you. It's all thanks to our work, okay? Information there, it's the information that we're confirming right now, including the purchase option for the player, which is being negotiated. What's missing now is the contract, right? Now I just need to finalize the amount, release clause, and other details, which I'll explain to you here. Now, I just want to invite you, man, to always share our video, always, right? Look at that. Hey, do you want to play with me? Oh, she wants to play with me. Look at that. So always share our video. It really helps and gives our work a boost. Both my son and Otto are here with the stroller. We're all here, right? Paparazzo, it's Saturday, family time. How are you? Unfortunately, the news isn't good either that I'm going to bring regarding Flamengo's medical department. And it's also bad news about ticket sales for today, right? Sales are very low. We're not even going to have an average crowd at Maracanã, right? I don't think it'll even reach half of Maracanã's capacity. The stadium will be mostly empty for Flamengo, which is disappointing, but that's how it is. People kept saying the Carioca didn't matter. So what now? It's the most important game. Flamengo needs to win and hope for other results, so they don't have to play in the relegation round. This game will be fair and empty, right, man? I'm going to give you some important information now, reminding you that the sponsors are there in the pinned comment and also in the description, okay? So let's bring here now the situation of Allan, a player who is on his way to Corinthians. It was a wish of Dorival Jr. Vene Casagrande brought the information, actually confirming what Angelo Furtado from Canal Angelo Furtado said. He brought the news 3 minutes before Vene, so I'll be fair. Angelo Furtado announced Allan's loan to Corinthians. I talked to Raiza just now. She said there's still a detail missing. The president of Corinthians has to give the okay, right? Yeah, the president of Corinthians has to give the okay. And the contract is being drafted, but it's a deal that's very well on track, as a source close to Flamengo's board told me. So, Angelo Furtado had brought the news about the agreement, right? About Flamengo, about Allan's loan to Corinthians. And then Corinthians will cover Allan's full salary. Corinthians will cover Allan's full salary. It's Flamengo making room, freeing up space on the payroll, right? It's important for Flamengo since the player hasn't even been included in the squad anymore. And man, there's no use. He couldn't establish himself at Flamengo, right? Allan couldn't establish himself at Flamengo. We have to say it. There's no whining. He didn't prove himself, and the previous management spent nearly 50 million reais on his signing. And Flamengo has to realize the loss. It's like realizing a loss in the financial market. It's when you take something that's already pretty much lost. You try to get something for it to reduce your loss. So that's what it's called, realizing a loss. You realize the loss, but you reduce it, right? Actually, what would you have to spend? So Flamengo lowers salary expenses, cuts costs, and he gets a fresh start with a new chance to succeed. Flamengo also reduces. What would it lose if each passing day of the contract means less chance? Flamengo has to recover something, so what happens then? The exclusive information we brought is that Flamengo has an option and Corinthians will have a purchase option. So, Flamengo set 2.5 million euros for 50% of the rights of the winger. So, if Corinthians likes him and wants him, if he does well there with a change of scenery since Dorival requested him, Dorival should use the player. It's Dorival's wish. It's the player's wish. The player gets there and does well. Corinthians buys 50% of the rights for 2.5 million euros if Dorival or Tex wants. If he doesn't stay, I don't know. Apparently, he will stay at Corinthians for a long time if Corinthians and Dorival want to use him against Flamengo. Flamengo is setting a fine, a considerable amount, so that he can't play against Flamengo while he's on loan. As long as he's on loan, there will be a fine. Flamengo is setting this fine, a fine, so that if Corinthians uses him, the player will have to pay Flamengo. All right, look, Flamengo confirmed the age of the defender Iago for Orlando City. For here, right? His coming here, right? So, Flamengo confirmed it through a statement. The club wished good luck to the young defender. Clube de Regatas do Flamengo announces the finalized transfer of defender Iago to Orlando City in the United States. Thank you, and may Flamengo be successful in the next challenges of your career, okay? That's it. Flamengo wishes him success and hopes he shines at Orlando City. We'll be following along. We have a situation here now to share with you. It's about the medical report. Also from Flamengo, check this out. Flamengo released new updates about Jorginho, Luis Araujo, and Saul Ta, who will be missing in the match against Sampaio Correa. Jorginho, after the match against Corinthians, reported muscle pain in his left thigh, but I didn't understand anything. Against Corinthians, he wasn't sent off. The one who was sent off was Carrascal. He played against Inter, and yeah, not Jorginho. He didn't play against Inter. That's right, he was sent off against São Paulo for complaining about Arrascaeta's penalty, so he missed the Inter match, but he wouldn't have played against Inter anyway. He was already feeling that injury. So, look, just reporting muscle pain in his left thigh, imaging tests done throughout the week confirmed an injury in the posterior region. He has begun treatment with the club's medical team. Luis Araujo, still dealing with muscle pain, also won't be available for tonight's match. Saul is continuing his recovery plan after undergoing surgery on his left heel. So, those are the updates from Flamengo's medical report. It's important for us to share them here, right? Unfortunately, Jorginho was diagnosed with an injury. It's a shame for us to lose Jorginho like this, right? And we really hope that Flamengo can get the player back before the South American Recopa. Right, son? Right, Otto? Flamengo has to get him back before the South American Recopa. That's right, they have to get him back because he's a really important player, right? It's a huge loss for Flamengo, Jorginho. Flamengo is negotiating with Allan, then Jorginho gets injured. Saul is having surgery. The good thing is that De La Cruz is coming back, right? And he has a chance to shine now. This year could be a better year for De La Cruz, actually. I'm confident that De La Cruz will have more opportunities and can have a good year, just like Arrascaeta did in 2025. I expect Arrascaeta to have another good year in 2026. Keep in mind, we're still basically in pre-season, right? So it's complicated for us to think we can already draw conclusions based on the results happening in January and February. I still think Flamengo... Remember, Flamengo struggled to qualify for the Libertadores group stage, while Palmeiras had the best campaign, but Flamengo won the championship. So the pressure doesn't always have to come from the beginning of the year, from the start of the journey, right? So I think things can always change. Flamengo has had years when they did well, but not the whole year. Even with Jorge Jesus, there were ups and downs. There was a moment when, before those lines clicked, they lost 3-0 to Bahia. They were eliminated from the Copa do Brasil, right? They almost got eliminated by Emelec. They only made it through on penalties against Emelec. We faced Emelec, that's right, and then it happened. The team got it together, Flamengo, at the beginning of 2019. No one thought Flamengo would succeed. Even after changing coaches, like when Jorge Jesus arrived, it took time. They didn't succeed overnight or face elimination. That's what I'm saying. So what happens isn't easy, guys. It's not easy. One year is different from the other, right? So we get upset about the soccer we saw in 2025, but we have to believe and we have to support. Unfortunately, I just learned we'll have a smaller audience at today's Sampaio Correa game at 9 p.m. at Maracanã on Saturday. I think this time, even though it's on a Saturday, is also really bad. Because if it were at 6 p.m., for example, it wouldn't be so hot, but it also wouldn't be so late. Families could bring their kids, right? Families could bring their kids. So If the game were a little earlier, it definitely would have sold about 50,000 tickets. The problem is the time. The father, grandfather, or anyone today who, amid so much violence, considers taking a child, whether it's a granddaughter, grandson, niece, nephew, son, or daughter. Taking them to a game at 6, 5 post-meridium, 6 post-meridium, he ends up giving up on taking them at 9 post-meridium because he'll be leaving Maracana. Guys, 11 post-meridium a little after 11 at night. By the time you catch transportation, by the time you get a ride, you're in danger, right? It's already Saturday night, almost morning, so the timing was really poor. This 9 post-meridium Saturday slot also messed things up for Flamengo. But if you can be there and there's still time, let's go. Let's support. Because as of the last update, less than 20,000 tickets have been sold. If we can reach 30,000, it really helps by showing support, adding pressure, and helping the team get this important win. It's a game where Flamengo has everything to succeed. Still, we know so-called easy games can get complicated, but we'll give it our all. Flamengo has to win this game and also hope that one of the other 3 results from the teams in their group goes their way. That's it. Please follow, like, and share on all platforms. On YouTube, subscribe, turn on notifications, and like the video. Red and black greetings from Flamengo. Thanks, goodbye.